I love the colorful clothes she wears and the way the sunlight plays.
Alright guys, welcome back. Connor, how you doing?
I'm good, Scotty. How are you?
I'm very well, and thanks everyone, the loyal viewers, the very few of you that do watch on YouTube and the various platforms put this up on. It's episode 14, and look, we were just going through the charts, Connor and I, in our esteemed wisdom, and we've got a few things to talk about, but first of all, this is a risk disclaimer, so I just want to say to everyone watching that this is an educational piece that we do on YouTube, so please don't take this as financial advice or a professional type advice on what currencies to trade. Please be very careful. Consult with a professional trader or a signal service. Preferably come to the forum that we're on with Walter Peters. Do not take this advice seriously. We just discuss, general chit-chat stuff and what we're looking for with what we trade. And be very careful with risk management, guys. Forex can be very risky when it comes to losing more than you invest if you use leverage. And probably stay away from FX Karen Perry as well. We'll bring that up later, though. Yeah. But Connor, you don't really have much to talk about besides the euro. I've got the Aussie Singapore daily chart up here, guys. And for the people that watched last week, you would have seen I was in a trade, and I got out of that as well. So I'll just show you what happened. So the 4 hourly. So I got in around here. And what happened was there was a down move on the daily, and I said, sweet, that's gone really nice, that's meeting my criteria. But on the 4 hourly, it was quite sideways, and it was a bit of an amateur mistake. And what happened was it triggered, and you can see it's been up, down, very wicky. And I got out on the Thursday night when it was in a little bit of profit. But guys, just be careful with that. It is a downtrend right now, but it's just, you've got to take into consideration what's going on, during the day as well. And I just thought, use some discretion, get out with a little bit of profit, and it's bounced back again. So yeah, that's life. But we'll get the euro chart up now, Connor. And Connor pointed this out, guys, as well, which I thought was quite good on the euro. So we've got what's called a kangaroo tail. But something important to monitor, guys, I understand the markets are slow moving right now. But if we go to let's say we trade the daily, we go to the weekly, and we'll get the levels up, kind of pointing this out. I like to use the line graph for this. And you can see that it's probably not worth trading because, I've got the red line there for the entry, and then that second red line above it is the next zone. So we go back to the candles and back to the daily. There's not really a lot of room to to negotiate. So, kind of, what would your take be on this trade? Would that be an absolute no-go for you?
Yeah, well, if you just look at the risk, and you were to put, a ruler, I've got a ruler at the top of the kangaroo tail to the bottom.
Yeah.
You'd be looking at about 98 pips, and then to the next zone, it's about 38 to 39 pips. So the risk reward's just off.
It is.
So I wouldn't bother taking that. Yeah.
You're right. So let's say if the zone was further apart, and what would you look for? At least 2 to 1, or is a 1 to 1 semi?
Oh, 1 to 1. I would look for 1 to 1 if the zone was 1 to 1 away, and then if the candle touched and closed on the zone, I'd move it to break even, and then hopefully it could go through. That's how I would trade that. Yeah, but like I said, there's just nothing around, especially at the moment. Even in some of these markets that are trending quite well, you've either got the trap, the rabbit trap of falling into bad risk to reward, or just the candles, just the setups aren't good enough at the moment. That's what I'm finding. Are you finding the same thing?
Yeah, it is. So it's a little frustrating, but like you said, you can't force the trade. And like the euro is trending quite nicely, and the trend is your friend when it comes to how we trade. And I would recommend, trends are dominant. But like you said, again, you've got to take into consideration the risk to reward, because it's just a bit silly, like if it turns on you and you do a few of those trades and you might win one and you lose a couple, it just doesn't add up, so you're losing more than you're actually potentially gaining. It's something really that I wouldn't recommend at all. So you just sort of got to be patient and wait a little bit longer. But that was the
Now
euro,
you want to have a
guys.
look at the Bitcoin again
You read my
for a bit of a
mind,
laugh.
Connor. Wait, let's. That's right. I've got the chart up now. Just for people that trade currencies, just that is the daily chart for the Bitcoin against the US dollar. And how would you read this, kind of like if you saw this and let's say you had $10,000? I mean, would you entertain the idea of trading this, or what are your thoughts on?
So $10,000 is the whole mighty. It's about 5 Bitcoin at the moment, isn't it? So
It is.
I mean,
yeah.
can you even? I'm not even quite exactly sure. Can you trade lots of Bitcoin, or do you have to buy the full Bitcoin?
No, you can trade. You can actually, this platform, you've got to pay a monthly subscription. I'm not paid to endorse this, guys, but I just like the chart that they provide. But you can actually trade. What you do is you just put how much money you want to pay for a certain level that Bitcoin's at. So you might just say $100, and then that's it. And set the stop loss if you want. Because one of my friends actually trades it, and what he does is he has about $300 of Australian disposable income a week, and will just, buy pretty much. And he's just been buying, and he does look at price action. He looks for minor dips. So, I mean, we'll get the 4-hour chart up, but if you get the 4-hour chart up, Connie, you can see this the change in price. So the high point at 27.60. For me, it's bullish again, but it's just concerning how volatile it is. I mean, that's a move of nearly $1,000 in a few days. It's like, my God. So people
from what I hear, Scotty, that the financial institutions, the big financial institutions, don't actually trade Bitcoin. So it's more of like a mum and pop sort of retail trader sort of thing. They haven't taken it seriously yet. I'd like to see what happens to the charts and different things that they all start to get involved. The Goldman Sachs, the Barclays, those sorts of people. That'd be interesting to see what will happen then. At the moment, I mean, it's just volatile, isn't it?
It is. And I think it's very dependent on news. So if something comes out and a country might endorse it, I think recently I watched on Australian news, Papua New Guinea were thinking about using the blockchain, because a lot of people have property issues in Papua New Guinea. Everyone's got land that they say is theirs, but if they put it on the blockchain, then it's on the record. You can't actually manipulate things once it's on the blockchain, from my understanding. So they were talking about that, and the Australian government want to invest I think a $200,000 initial investment, and to also let people use Bitcoin as well, because it requires less banking infrastructure as well. So what the suggestion is, Bitcoin is probably going to be adopted before the developed countries. So, America and Australia and everyone might be second to a developing country, because we already have all the banking infrastructure. But to get into like a country like Papua New Guinea, for example, it just, there's nothing there. So if you have the Bitcoin, it's easier to start it than to get the banking institutions in there. So I didn't see the whole details, but it's interesting.
If you go onto the weekly, just go onto the weekly, and then if you were to go and have a look at exactly a year ago, you would have been getting in. You would have been getting in around the $474 mark, and like basically today it's trading at nearly 2,400. So it looks like there's money to be made in there. It might just keep going up.
Well, that's the I have a friend that's the theory is the trend is just going to keep. I mean, that's the susceptibilities to it are still being sussed out, but it's definitely an emerging technology, Bitcoin, that's to be observed still. I haven't actually put any money into this, but it is interesting. And I just like to watch it if the currencies are slow. It's definitely something worth watching. But guys, we're coming to the conclusion. I'll just get the Twitter page up. We'll see what's going on Twitter and if our old friend FX Karen Perry's put up anything recently. But guys, here's our account details. If you haven't already followed us, Trade Talk, Pippin. And thanks to everyone that is following. We put up the videos that we do, so all our videos are up on Trade Talk, and also for the forum members, guys, the Naked Forex Now, I put in the description section. We have all our videos from episode 1 to 14. It will be. If you obviously there's a monthly fee, but we don't get paid to endorse it. But it's just if you like trading, it's good to be in an environment where other traders can converse and talk, and professional traders, not just sort of random blow-ins like you have on Instagram or Twitter, because there's some interesting individuals. Connor, would you like to add anything for this evening?
I think you've said it all perfectly, Scotty, as always.
All right, Connor, thanks very much for joining us. And until next time, guys, happy trading. Thanks, Connor, for joining us.
Catch up.